welcome to the Fox Aquatic, episode number 7, the mobile edition. Today I am driving from northern Wisconsin to southern Wisconsin, where I actually live, and you're along for the ride because I am running tremendously late. I had to take my dogs to my mother's house so that she could puppy sit for her grandpuppies. This is actually technically not live, which I know I promised you guys, and I'm really sorry. And I would look at you, but, the road's important, and I need to not get into an accident. We are, though, in beautiful northern Wisconsin. Here, I'll poke this button and discover that is a terrible view, so we're not going to do that. Okay, back to me. You can look out the window here. So, updates. The shrimp are doing really gangbusters. Pregger shrimp is still preggers. Ash is doing great. There's nothing exciting in that tank. I still have algae, but we're still working on that. I went to Minneapolis and bought a couch. I got to see a world of fish, which is down about 10 to 15 minutes from the Mall of America, and that was really a really nice fish store. They had a lot of cichlids, which are pretty common here in the Midwest. They also had a nice selection of things like coolie loaches, pea puffers, like cool little fishes. Less nano than I would like, but I run a lot of nano, so that's not a complete shocker. Yeah, let's see here. If we can bring you. There we go. Now there's more and less steering wheel at the same time, but that's okay. More updates. Still planning an order from Nilo CG, but fundage is, as always, tight. Have not gotten a chance to start the pea puffer tank build, but you will get that probably next week. I should at least get a hold of the egg crate at the bottom and the PVC I need and solidify those parts for the insert. What else can I talk about? There is a Green Bay Aquarium Society. Saturday is the Habitude Surrender event, which is an exotic pet and fish surrender event. I will not be at that, and I will also not be at Sunday's auction. I wanted to go to both, but it was double scheduled with GaryCon in Lake Geneva, which is where I will actually be. So if you are a gamer and going to be there and want to meet me, seek out the Last Hope LARP booth. I will be there. Because hopefully some of you are also geeks. Other things. This coming Wednesday is the Green Bay Aquarium Society meeting. I will be there. Additionally, let's see. Assuming that the export went without a problem, when I get home, I will be on the Green Bay Aquarium Society Facebook page uploading a video that has been overdue from our swap meets. There's also a second video that I need to do for that, but that will not come out until next week when I have a little more time. I really wish I was doing this live as is proper, but I just don't have the time. But I'm not gonna not give you a video. I mean, that would be even worse than doing this. At least I can do this while I drive. Let's see. I would have taken video at the fish store in Minnesota, A World of Fish, but I was super duper distracted. my two nieces there, and it was super fun to show them fish. They thought there were two koi ponds in there that were super gorgeous, lovely koi. I totally want a pond so bad. I wish I had somewhere where I could put a pond. But they super like the koi, and Linnea, the older of my two nieces, she's 6. She actually, I was showing her a tank. It had mud skippers and archerfish in it, and I pointed out the mud skippers that were down, and I said, "And do you know what these fish are?" And pointed out one of the, and they were small, maybe the size of my palm, but pointed at one of the archerfish and asked her if she knew what kind of fish those were. She's like, "Yeah, they're the ones that shoot bugs down." So she's pretty cool when she's a little older, if she still wants a fish tank, because right now she totally does, but she's a little on the young side to take care of it, and I don't live close enough to be able to be the caretaker for the aquarium, otherwise that would happen. If she still wants one when she's a little closer to 8, 10, somewhere in there, I think that might happen, and if that happens, you guys will definitely be along for the ride. It was super fun. We got to find Nemos and make sure that they know what clownfishes are. Well, geez, person, you are in a hurry. Um, Welcome to the back roads of the Northwoods, where everybody but me is in a hurry. Let's see. I'm sure there's more, but it's really hard to think of right now. So let's see, do I have any good videos to suggest? This week's episode of The Real Fish Talk from this Tuesday, I listened to the podcast version actually on this very drive, only going the other way. I would recommend that you go catch the latest episode. In fact, go through the whole back catalog of The Real Fish Talk. Love that stuff. Next week, episode should be a proper live stream again, I hope. We will be at Thursdays regularly now instead of Tuesdays, because Tuesdays Mark stuff's eating me. This weekend I am going to be at GaryCon. Keep an eye on my Kelly Peterson YouTube account, which is separate from this one. I will link it. I may or may not upload some stuff, just because I feel like it, and I like to live stream, it turns out. Hopefully in this next week, Pregger shrimp will cease to be Preggers, and I will have shrimplets in the tank. But you never know. I mean, Corvus Oskin's been waiting for a guppy to give birth for like a month, so who knows how long Pregger shrimp will be Preggers. I do have another one that's got a really good saddle developed. I am dying for her to lay her eggs and hopefully carry the whole clutch and not just pick up a partial clutch like first Pregger shrimp did. But I will try to videotape and give you guys updates, and maybe Monday I will do a bonus episode just because I've been all over the place lately. I've got some stuff that I could do for bonus content, so maybe we'll do that. Otherwise, I guess we're sneaking up on 10 minutes if y'all watching me yak and drive at the same time. And a little bit here. I'll tell you what, I will talk until we get to the point where X intersects with J, because I'll have a stop sign to upload this at, like hit the upload button. But yeah, I really need to get on that build for the column. But at the same time, I don't want to rush it. Probably when I get home, I will finally remember to take the cartridge from that tank and get it seasoning in the snail tank, because snails are where it's at for that. Like, seriously, if you want to be able to season a filter fast, booming colony of snails. That is totally the way to do it. Okay, we are coming up on the corner, and so I am going to sign off. I love you, Fish Fam, and I'm happy to have you around to listen to me yak. See you next week, and hopefully there'll be bonus content on Monday. See you then.